Welcome to today's meditation. Today we're going to talk about the power of connection, and specifically we're going to work through a meditation that taps into your own energy, that thing that actually fuels the connection that you have with other people, so that you can create an intention for yourself and be able to use your own energy to expand and open up to meaningful connections in your upcoming event or social situation. So I think we've all experienced events where we've gone to and we have felt overwhelmed, we've felt drained, we've left exhausted, and we wonder, what did we really get out of that? But in today, we're going to really focus on how you can utilize and harness your own personal source of energy, and you can, through your setting of intention, choose to be open to this exchange, where you can also pull in and attract people to you, and where this exchange is not just pleasantries and salutations, but rather it's opportunity. The exchange, a meaningful exchange between people, can spark new things. It is something that can energize you. And going into an event, knowing that you are opening yourself up to that quality of connection and that you are seeking that out, is going to attract those opportunities to you. This upcoming event or social situation that you have is going to be a wealth of possibilities for you. And through your intention and how you utilize your own energy, you can choose to maximize this situation. So today's meditation, it is about energy. So it's one of those that you don't have to actually be completely cut off. You don't have to be in a corner with your eyes closed. You can choose to pursue that if you like to meditate that way. But if this is something where you're on your way to an event, or even if you're on a walk and you've got an event or an upcoming social situation, you want to get yourself in the right mindset, this is about experiencing energy and sensation so that you're going to kind of create like a little blueprint memory and that you can later call upon. So you can be moving. You do need to focus though. So even if you're in a car, this would not be something you want to do with lots of other people in the car. You're going to want to be on your own still, and you're not going to want to have to expend too much focus elsewhere. So if you're in a really hectic traffic jam where you're having to react and pay attention to other things, for safety's sake, wouldn't recommend doing any kind of meditation. But again, if you're walking outside, or if you're on a walking treadmill or something, this is a great one for you. We're going to start. You're going to choose your starting position. If that is you are now out on your walk or in your car and you're driving along, be comfortable, be sure that you're safe, that you feel safe. And you're going to focus your attention. You're going to bring your attention to what I'm directing you on. So we're going to go internal first. If you have your comfortable seated position, you can close your eyes, rest your gaze. And we're going to start by doing a quick scan, just to note where you are starting from and to really kind of do a check on where your energy is now. So energy is everything from the sensations we take in from the world around us to every action and movement happening within our bodies, as well as the flow of our thoughts. You've experienced the spark of an idea. That is a spark of energy. So seeing those sensations, feeling those sensations, just observe them for right now as you really bring your focus to those little points, to maybe it's the feeling of the wind on your skin, maybe it's the smell in the air, maybe it's the actual thought pattern, the frequency of your thoughts. Just note where you're starting today. And then you're going to take control from your automatic, instinctual process of breathing. You're going to take control over, and you're going to give your body permission to ease back. That automatic response that, thank goodness, our body is so good at controlling our breath. Through intentional breath, you can take your foot off the gas. You can give yourself the permission to pay attention to other things, and you've got the control over this present moment. You can move from that responsive mindset to a present mindset, and you do this through breath. So just shifting your focus to your breathing, start breathing in deep breaths, intentional breaths, noticing how they feel in your body, how simply taking a breath into your lungs feels, from the sensation of the air moving in, and then how it permeates your entire body after it fills your lungs. And then exhaling out and pushing every little bit of air that you can out through that deep exhale. And then repeating that process. So you're taking very intentional breaths, and you're elongating your breaths. You're inhaling a little bit more, filling your lungs just a tad bit more each time. And then you're exhaling, pushing more air out, extending your exhale out that bit longer. Then you're going to actually take a bit of a pause at the top and bottom of each breath. So you're going to inhale deeply, pulling that air in through your nose, through your mouth. And then you're going to pause and hold. And then you're going to exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, you're going to hold. And then you're going to repeat. This intentional breathing can work wonders simply for bringing your sort of chaotic mind down to a more calm state, because you're overriding your nervous system, that automatic response, that stress response that your body is oh so good at. And this allows you to sort of make order of the chaos. So as you're breathing in, notice the sensation with your breath. These are deep, intentional breaths. So notice the energy and the sensation that comes with it. And really feel how it is to breathe, knowing that that air is going to eventually be supplying all of the cells in your body with oxygen, with energy, how that moves throughout your body. And how each sensation outside of your breath can change and shift as well through your more intentional breathing. Notice if the thoughts in your head go from multi-directional to a more single file, consistent stream. You take this moment to make some organization out of the chaos, and you start not reacting to the thoughts, but rather just observing them pass by. You don't have to wind down a specific road with a thought, but rather you're just seeing it go past. Allow your thoughts to form that more consistent, steady stream. And notice how the energy with that feels, where it doesn't feel like it's being pulled in many directions, but rather it feels smoother, feels more controlled. Now I want you to think about this energy, and you can let your breath start to take a more natural pattern, but you're still going to be paying some attention to that breath. Just observing again the sensation that comes with it as you breathe in and out. And you start to take in and really see in your mind's eye that this energy is something that you hold, that you can control. Just like you can control your breath, you can control that flow of energy. And I know that we've all experienced those moments where we feel like we've given up too much. But with the power of your intention, you really can protect yourself. because you're not giving up your energy. There's a deep well. So think about what you want to create as your intention. And as you observe the sensation of energy moving throughout your mind body right now, set that intention for yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to choose. Open, welcoming to opportunities and possibilities? Or do you feel such that surge of energy that you can be abundant, that you can go ahead and pull and attract people to you, where the exchanges do not happen simply as a hi and hello, goodbye, but as something meaningful, where you have a possibility to create opportunities, and that those opportunities are ultimately boundless. And you give yourself the reassurance that this upcoming event, this upcoming time of socialization isn't going to drain you. You set that intention, but you have that confidence, that knowledge that you're not going to let your energy go. You're not going to overextend yourself, and rather you're going to let yourself feed off the energy of other people, and that every meaningful connection is going to energize you, so that when you leave feeling lifted, supported, energized. You feel inspired. So create this feeling of what it is that you're going to leave the event with, how that feels in your mind and your body, knowing that you feel so energized, and create that memory for what it is that you intend, and bring that with you to your next event. And as you come back to the present space, the world around you, feel free to give yourself a moment to really sink into that intention, but also be really grateful that this is an opportunity for you, that the possibilities are here, that you're ready, and that you are willing and looking forward to this connected exchange with other people. You're looking forward to it because you have this intention. And as you open your eyes, stretch your arms, come back to the moment, know that you're going to take this forward, and you're going to not just enjoy this upcoming event, but you're going to walk away with more. And I hope that this meditation is helpful. Certainly let me know your feedback, and we'll see you next time.